Hello guys, welcome to Family Reaction. My name is Chris.
My name is Lucy.
If you're new to this channel, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you
Why
for
are you so
choosing our
happy?
video. Yeah, because of the video before. Yeah, that's why.
Will this go up after?
No.
People will understand? Okay, well, they
Tomorrow.
won't understand.
Yeah.
He was a little bit rude in the video, but he was being honest. Anyway, today we are going to watch Is India a Role Model for the World? Independence Day special episode.
Karolina Goswami. Yes, I think we should just jump into it. Ready?
Let's do it.
Ready? Yeah.
2008. China is struck by a major earthquake. India offers $5 million to China for its relief activities for the victims of the earthquake. 2005. Pakistan is struck by an earthquake. India offers $25 million to the Pakistani government as a cash assistance, along with $15 million in in-kind contributions from both private and governmental sources.
Wow.
2010. Pakistan is suffering from massive floods. This time, India offers $25 million to Pakistan to help the victims of flood. Again, India comes to the rescue of its so-called arch rival.
I got you.
2005. An Indian Air Force aircraft arrives at the Little Rock Air Force Base in Arkansas in the USA. It is carrying 25 tons of relief supplies for victims of Hurricane Katrina. On multiple occasions, Sri Lanka has received humanitarian assistance from India worth more than $120 million.
Wow.
In March 2017, it was revealed that India had been a net donor of foreign aid in the last 3 years. It had provided more aid to foreign countries than it had received.
Wow. And it's
Not only that,
Mm.
in 2004, when India was itself affected by a tsunami, it still went on to send help to other nations like Thailand, Indonesia, and Sri Lanka.
It's really nice.
It deployed 14 Navy vessels, nearly 1,000 military personnel, and several dozen helicopters and airplanes to Sri Lanka. It does not matter what part of the world it is, Africa, America, or anywhere else. If there is a crisis, India is often seen as the first country responding to it. During the 2010
that must have
Yemen
been fun.
crisis, more than 25 countries asked for help from
Gosh,
India
yeah.
to rescue their citizens and help them to evacuate. Germany, USA, Sweden, France, just to name a few. As recently as 2015, India extricated nearly 2,000 nationals who belonged to 48 different countries, including many from the United States, the European Union, and its neighboring countries. In most cases, it is India's Navy, its Air Force, its national airline, and its Ministry of External Affairs which handle such operations. It does not matter whether it is a high-risk conflict zone or a post-natural disaster area. India is always there for the nations suffering from a crisis.
Yeah.
Very
Apart from
reliable.
providing cash assistance, food assistance, and humanitarian assistance, it also partners many nations in post-calamity recovery and in various development projects. India has 279 lines of credit, which are worth $28 billion in 62 nations in Africa, Asia, Latin America, the Caribbean, and Oceania.
Wow.
Of this, 254 projects aggregating nearly $4.7 billion have been completed, while 194 projects worth nearly $19 billion are under implementation. Whether it is search and rescue missions or more uncommon situations like combating piracy in the Gulf of Aden, where India sent almost 30 warships, escorting more than 1,500 ships and blocking nearly 30 piracy attempts, its army is globally admired for its humanitarian nature and for its potency. How many of us know that the Reserve Bank of India provided financial assistance to the governments of Maldives, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka when they faced foreign currency liquidity shortage? How many of us know that India is one of the largest contributors to the United Nations peacekeeping missions? Whether it is Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, or Nepal, in post-conflict scenarios, India is often seen extending its long-term support to facilitate reconstruction and stabilization. In South Asia, if any crisis emerges and if people fear for their lives, they look to India first a nation which since time immemorial has provided a sanctuary to those affected by any type of persecution.
That's really amazing.
Yeah.
The UN has
Wow,
even
look at
praised
the
India's
ships,
efforts by citing its refugee policy as a model for other countries. Whenever a country asks India to mediate and help in reaching peaceful settlements, India plays a constructive role. Its experts provide technical assistance to other countries in designing new constitutions and also in helping them to hold elections smoothly. Globally, India is involved in assisting other countries in infrastructure development. But what makes India even more special is its keenness to help other countries to become self-dependent in the long run. A good example of that is India's Pan-African e-network, which was built at a cost of $125 million and encompasses more than 48 African nations, bridging the digital divide and providing top-quality education and training. It was the brainchild of former Indian President APJ Abdul Kalam. India also provides scholarships to many foreign nationals, and in 2011, during the India-Africa Forum Summit, it pledged $5 billion in aid to Africa in the form of concessional loans. And let us not forget that globally, most countries are beneficiaries of India's cheap medicinal drugs, which have saved millions of lives. India's style of foreign aid is quite different to the Western countries, which generally provide conditional aid. India respects the sovereignty of other countries, and unlike many other nations, Indian aid programs are not designed to interfere with the beneficiary's domestic policies or its demographics. India's cultural and spiritual values are all about humanitarianism.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
India
It's a very
believes in the
spiritual
selfless
country.
nature of giving.
Yeah.
India's foundational wisdom of universal brotherhood is reflected in its actions. See you again.
That was really nice to watch, actually, to kind of, because I knew this anyway, but this is the kind of, well, this is the one sort of conclusion that my dad came to when he travelled around India. He just said the most wonderful kind of
Kindness.
well, karma and kindness and very spiritual, and it's also reflected in the way that that they treat animals, and you know, everything is, it's all about, you know, being respectful.
Yeah.
And I love the idea that obviously it's generally vegetarian as well. You know, it feels
That's really
very
nice.
very spiritual people, and therefore there's a lovely kind of karma, you know, and so nice to be so reliable, you know, for other countries in need. And yeah, it's just wonderful. It's wonderful to see all of that, just to kind of reiterate what I kind of knew and what my dad kind of told me. And yeah, it's really amazing. But I know that India is one of the fastest growing economies, isn't it, as well? So I think because everything is so well managed, it means that you can do this, but still not saying it's not an incredible thing. It is.
And they have also laid a lot of billions aside,
Exactly.
which is for in case of economic crash.
Yeah.
So they
India's
always
got
say.
their shit together.
Yeah. So look here, is India a role model for the world? Yes, they are.
It really is.
They are. Look how much they are actually doing for the world, but many people don't see it. They don't pay attention. But the world should pay attention, because India is a role model.
People need to know.
People need to know what India truly is.
Yeah.
And you can see also that the country is vegetarian, mainly vegetarian, right? The world should take a look at India. They should say, okay, we all should be vegetarian, because we should not kill animals for pleasure. You shouldn't do that.
Exactly.
Why should you an innocent animal die just because you can have 5 minutes
Exactly, and you
enjoyment?
certainly don't kill it in a barbaric way if you do have to slaughter an animal, you know, without becoming too crazy and righteous and look like some vegan video here. But it is true. It's like, why, you know? I believe in being, you know, I believe in spirituality, you know, and looking after things and looking after the planet and whatever. And this is what I love about India. I get this real vibe about India, that that's what they stand for, or you stand for, or whoever's watching that is Indian. And that's why I want to travel around India. I would really love to. And I want to meet all the I just want to meet everyone and
Yeah,
like
meet the
join in the
people.
community. I really want to join in the community and eat like all the local foods of wherever we are at the time. We need to get, when we actually do go and travel, we're going to ask for lots of suggestions, aren't we?
No, we're gonna make a
Yeah.
live stream. We're gonna
Yeah.
make a live stream before we go. And then we're gonna make a list. We already have a few places we want to go.
Yeah.
So like Kerala is one of them.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
always been on my
yeah.
head.
Yeah, that's one of the places. But we're gonna do like a big tour.
Yeah.
So we also can meet all our fans out there. That will be amazing to meet you all.
Yeah.
But yeah, India. Well, I'm excited to visit India.
Yeah.
And India is changing the world. It's changing all its shapes. And well, if there's a big leader out there that would like to collab with me, I have some inventions that can change this world as well. No, I'm
Yeah.
serious.
No, it's true.
I have
It's got
something.
lots.
I have something that can change this world. No more plastic. No more all this kind of stuff. So we can change the world. Let me know, because I got some things here for you. I just need the invention to be sold. That's it, and then you can make it. But yeah, I got some ideas. But yeah, let me hear what you guys think. Comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you can always stay tuned when a new video drops. Until next time.
Bye.